Welcome back to the Early Edge NFL Picks Show. NFL season kicks off in a week. That means the start of Survivor Leagues. I think I had one of my buddies texted a Survivor League like entry thing to 3 different group chats at one point today, just firing them off. Everybody's trying to join. There's no pool. There's too many pools. You can't have too many pools. And to talk about Survivor picks, we got to look at it, RJ. You're the Survivor master. You built a whole database, a matrix, if you will, on sportsline.com. Use promo code winners, get 60% off your first for the annual subscription to look at what to do with survivors. And you go on chalk here, week one. There's one very obvious team in week one, right?
Yeah, and I am going chalk. It could be worth saving the Bengals for a tougher week, but this is the easiest matchup they'll have all year. They get to face a new coach. I already like them with the -9, like I said, so I definitely think this is going to be a double-digit win. And actually, I'm not sure week one is that easy. It's the week we always know the least about. We analyze these teams for months. We think we know, and then Houston takes fire coming out of the gate, and things like that happen every year. I don't want to trust the Bills. We see the market going against them and kind of backing the Cardinals in that game. I think playing Seattle or Chicago is a little too risky, though I don't mind the Seattle play, even though I know you're on Denver. So if you have multiple entries plays, I think put one on Cincy or put some of them on Cincy as the chalk play, and then maybe throw in Seattle as like your contrary play. But single entry, I'm just playing it safe and taking the Bengals.
Yeah, most likely the Bengals do win, but Jamar Chase situation still unsettled. Jacoby Brissett played some good football last year. I'm going to save the Bengals for later on when they get to host the Raiders and play the Tampa Bay Bucks against Washington, a rookie QB starting on the road against a veteran defensive mind like Todd Bowles. Seattle is another good option in the same exact situation, a rookie going on the road against a great defensive mind. But I think I want to save Seattle for week 5 against the Giants. I'm going to play the Bucks in week 1 and hope the Patriots pull off a shocker.
And I'm going extremely aggressive here. I'm playing the Minnesota Vikings -1 on the road, breaking a lot of rules here. But this is the spot where I don't see myself using this team again. And I'm extremely confident in their ability to win this game. If you're looking to back Minnesota this year, when do you want to do it? I think you want to do it when you know Justin Jefferson's on the field, when Aaron Jones is on the field, when they're healthy. That's week 1. I love this spot for them. I'm not going to use them again because they're only favored in 2 other games this year. And the biggest time they're favored is -2 against the Arizona Cardinals. So I personally am going to save the Bengals for week 6, break the rule again, and play them on the road against the same New York Giants team. But give me the Vikings here in week 1. We are playing to win the Survivor this year.
That is chili pepper spicy. I love it, man. Look, hey, here's the thing about the Bengals and the Patriots, and you're not wrong. The Bengals should blow the Patriots. Patriots look like a bad football team. Jacoby Brissett, but like, if the Bengals somehow lose that game, the Patriots find a way to win. You go from being in a league with 100% of the people to being in a league with 10% of the people. Like 90% of your Survivor League is going to be wiped out if that happens. So I do like going contrarian, but I agree it is the safest play. I'm going to go with the aforementioned Bills. I know it's not like Arizona's trick. I know I hyped up Arizona. Think they're going to score a bunch of points, but Buffalo's healthy-ish on the defense. Matt Milano injury a concern. Josh Allen's going to be able to put up as many points as he wants against this Arizona defense. I think Buffalo finds a way to win. RJ, one of the things about Survivor pools that gets tricky is the holiday schedule. A lot of times you have to play the Thanksgiving, have to play the Christmas week, because the NFL is insistent on Christmas games, even if it's on a Wednesday or Tuesday, a made-up day, whatever. It doesn't matter. How are you playing the Thanksgiving and Christmas weeks?
Yeah, and the bigger pools you split up and have 20 game weeks instead of 18 because you have the Thursday, Thanksgiving plus the Black Friday game as one slate on its own. You have the Christmas slate on its own plus that Thursday game they're going to play right after that. So I think Thanksgiving has 2 great options, Cowboys against the Giants at home and the Chiefs against the Raiders at home, plus a solid option with the Lions against the Bears. Christmas is trickier. Not sure that I can trust Chicago against the Seahawks, or even the Ravens at home against the Texans. So I think saving Kansas City for that one is key. Most people are going to have that plan of Dallas for Thanksgiving, Kansas City for Christmas. If you want to pivot, you go Kansas City on Thanksgiving and Baltimore on Christmas and just trust that Baltimore's going to be able to take care of Houston, maybe a step back for Houston. But I think that's your plan for the holidays there, is saving 2 of those big teams for those slates.
We look at minefield weeks as well. My suggestion for a minefield week would be week 1. This is as hard as a week 1 as I remember in recent years. There's 3 spreads at 6 or more. We talk about the Seahawks against the Broncos at home. You have the Bills laying 6, I believe, against Arizona, and then you have, of course, the Patriots catching 9.5. I mean, it's just a tough week, and there's so many unknowns with these new coaches, and everything. Is there another week, RJ, that stands out as a major minefield week on this schedule?
Yeah, I think that Sunday Monday slate on Thanksgiving week, if you have to split up the weeks, is a pretty big one, especially if you do burn Cincinnati in week one. They play Pittsburgh that week. I think that's a pretty solid play. So if I was going to save Cincy, like Mike is here, I'm going to save him for that week. Top options aside from Cincy is probably going to be the Jets at home against the Seahawks. And then after that, you're looking at road games. You're looking at Cleveland at Denver, Indy at New England. So I think that one's tough. I think week 15 is going to be tough if you do use the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Other options are things like the Ravens on the road against the Giants, if you're able to use them. San Francisco at home against the Rams, Arizona at home against New England. And if the Rams are struggling early, week 7 it becomes tough because they play the Raiders there. That's kind of like the one big game to feature with them. Only Buffalo versus Tennessee to pivot to. So if you've used Buffalo at that point, that could be a little bit of a struggle as well.